Good morning, Scott, Vicky, and everybody in the crew. Funny you had mentioned it today. Me and my wife were just talking about it yesterday. I missed many a Thanksgiving being an open road truck driver many years back. Never made it back home in time, so yes, I've eaten a lot of holiday dinners in the truck stop. So yes for me.
If their Thanksgiving dinner was as good at the truck stop as their normal breakfast is, that was a pretty good meal. Thanks for joining us, Keith. KI4 EGQ, Bill in Woodstock, Georgia. Good morning.
Well, good morning, Scott, and all the brew crewers. The two times particularly stand out. Once was back in the 70s, was in the Navy in our helicopter squadron. Took a R&R trip up to some ski place up in Italian Alps, and somehow we ended up with a Thanksgiving turkey dinner in northern Italy. That was pretty cool. And the other time, the XYL and I were on North Captiva Island down in Florida over Thanksgiving, and there was a little over-the-dock restaurant, and the fella had home cooking, and there was 3 tables, and we just had like a pot full of food. He had more food than he had people, so he heaped it on. That was a nice Thanksgiving meal on North Cap. Everybody have a good day, good Thanksgiving. KI4HQ.
Alrighty, Bill, Thanksgiving in Italy. That would be interesting. Have a great day. This is W2BLT. Next up, W3CVE, Chuck in Newcastle, Pennsylvania. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, and everybody on the brew there. Yeah, Scott, one time we were going en route to a destination wedding, and it was over the Thanksgiving holiday there, so we had to stop and have dinner in a restaurant. Back to you. Have a great day. 3CVE.
All right, thanks for joining us, Chuck, and have a great Thanksgiving. Next up, one of our team members here on East Coast Reflector, Carlos, N1CBM. Good morning, Carlos, and have you ever eaten Thanksgiving dinner at a restaurant?
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, everybody else always present. 68 and clear skies on here in Hollywood, Florida. Beautiful day. And guess what? I was flying home that day. The airplane broke down. He didn't want it to fly, and we ended up being stranded. So, yes, I have had dinner, Thanksgiving dinner at a restaurant. Back to you, Scott, N1CBM.
That's one way to get Thanksgiving dinner at a restaurant. Have a good day, Carlos. Thanks for stopping by. K1MCO, Jay in Orlando, Florida. Good morning, Jay.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, and everybody on the crew. This is K1MCO this morning from the Orlando airport. Yes, I have eaten Thanksgiving on a restaurant multiple times, and recently a couple of years back, and it's all right, but yeah, absolutely, 100%. Send it back to you, Scott. It's nice to hear you on the ECR. K1MCO.
Thanks for joining us, Jay, and have a great day. Hope it goes quick for you. KR4 EMM, Vincent, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott. Good morning, Vicky. Everybody on the crew. Happy Thanksgiving to all. Yes, Scott, twice, and it's never as good as a home-cooked meal. Thanksgiving meal. Anyway, have a great day, and this is KR4 EMM. Back to you, Scott. Thank you.
Okay, thanks for joining us, Vince, and you have a good day as well. N6QDY, David in Sacramento, California. Good early morning, David.
Hey, good morning, Scott, Vicky, the brew crew, and everybody in the Zoom control room, N6QDY. Yes, I have, to answer the question a couple times. Everybody have a great day, and back to net control, N6QDY.
Thank you, David. You have yourself a great day. Just want to remind everybody, if you want to follow along on the log here and watch me make a mistake here and there, you can go to bit.ly/ECR logs. That's bit.ly/ECR logs. And you can see what I see. Let's go to KI6 KQO, Zachary in Kissimmee, Florida. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, and the Brew Crew. Yes, my family has gone out for Thanksgiving, and it was actually a pretty good meal. We just did it a couple years ago for the first time. So, 7-3 to the group. Have a blessed day, everyone. KI6 KQO back to net.
Alrighty, thank you for joining us, and you have a great day. Let me acknowledge a couple more text check-ins that came in, and then we'll take anybody, and we'll run the whole list at once. We had K2CMT Mike, N8ZFH Gary, W3ICQ Bob, and W2RBC Randy. All right, anybody anywhere looking to join us this morning, please go in with your call sign twice and slowly.
This is KE2 GAT, KE2 GAT. In and out today, please.
Whiskey Bravo 8, Oscar Delta Foxtrot, WB8ODF.
W8,
November 5,
W8, WHK.
Oscar. November 5, Golf Lima Oscar. N5 GLO, Bill, Oakhurst, Texas.
Whiskey 5, Golf Hotel Romeo, Whiskey 5, Golf Hotel Romeo, Mobile.
N2BH, N2BH.
Whiskey 8, Sierra Tango Juliet Mobile.
Mobile, W4 PPX Mobile. Kilo Romeo 4, Echo X-Ray Victor. Kilo Romeo 4, Echo X-Ray Victor.
Victor Alpha 3, Kilo Tango Juliet. Victor Alpha 3, Kilo Tango Juliet.
Kilo Delta 2, Yankee
November,
Uniform Yankee.
Kilo, November, Echo.
KD2,
November,
YUY.
Kilo, November, Echo. Mobile, in and out.
Golf 2 Lima Alpha. Kilo Golf 2 Lima Alpha, in and out.
Kilo Charlie 5, Charlie's Zulu X-Ray. Kate C5CZX.
Whiskey 5, Whiskey Lima Hotel, Whiskey 5, Whiskey Lima Hotel, in and out. KJ5, MEL, Kilo Juliet 5, Mike Echo Lima, Jose, in Austin, Texas. In and out.
Kilo 3, Uniform Kilo. Kilo Charlie 3, Uniform Kilo. That's Kilo Charlie 3, Uniform Kilo. Alrighty, we'll hold it up right there. Kilo Charlie 3, UUK, Herbert, you must be watching a log. We had WD8KOB, Rod, WA2WWK, Ron, and KE2EDS, Mark. We had KJ5MEL, Jose out in Austin was in and out. We had W5WLH, Wayne in Wimberley was in and out. We had KC5CZX, Daryl. We had KG2LA, Ernest. Webster, New York was in and out. We had N2KNE, David in Austin, Texas was in and out. We had KD2YUI, Charles, VA3KTJ, Jinsuk, KR4EXV, John, W4PPX, Don in the mobile. We had W8STJ, Steve in Rochester Hills. N2VH, Bill, W5GHR, Brian, N4OSU, Jerry, N5GLO, Bill, W8WHK, Bill, KE2GAT, Walter in Limbrook, New York was in and out. Thanks for joining us. Let me get these couple of mobiles here, and then we'll go to the top of this list. Let's go to KC5CZX, Daryl in Lubbock. Good morning, Daryl. Question of the day: have you ever eaten Thanksgiving dinner at a restaurant?
KC5CZX. Actually, I have not. Back to that. KC5CZX just got off work.
Thanks for joining us, Daryl, and have a great Thanksgiving. Let's go to W4PPX, Don, down in Hollywood, Florida. Good morning, Don.
Morning, Scott, and everybody on the Brew Crew this morning. Yes, sadly, I have eaten many Thanksgivings at restaurants. Not by choice, I have to. All right, back to net. Hope everybody has a good day. W4PPX.
Thank you, Don. You have yourself a good day. You may want to check your mic cord there. Sounds like it might be a little bit loose or something. Have a great Thanksgiving. And the other mobile, W8STJ, Steve in Rochester Hills, Michigan. Good morning, Steve.
Scott, good morning, Vicky. Good morning, everybody here on the Morning Brew. And the answer for me is no. I've never ate Thanksgiving dinner in a restaurant. I've always been blessed with my mom's, my mother-in-law's, and my grandma's wonderful Thanksgiving meals. Hope everybody has a great and blessed day ahead. This is W8STJ.
Alrighty, thank you. Appreciate you joining us. Next up, let's go up to Ypsilanti, Michigan. WB8ODF, Dave. Morning, Dave. You ever eaten Thanksgiving dinner at a restaurant?
No, sir. Friends and family only. Never a restaurant. And what was I going to say? Logged in with the text line. I forgot I did that, and I logged in again with my microphone. So sorry about that, Vicky, but I see you only got me one time, so you're good. Thanks, Scott. You have a great Thanksgiving, and everyone out there, have a great Thanksgiving. WB8ODF.
Well, thanks, Dave. You have a great Thanksgiving as well, and appreciate you joining us. I like this early morning schedule you're on now, bud. N3DQD, Ray in Beaver, Pennsylvania. Good morning, Ray.
Yeah, good morning, Scott, Vicky, everybody else in there, N3DQD here. No, I have never had the Thanksgiving meal in a restaurant. Back to net. This is N3DQD.
Alrighty, Ray, you have yourself a great Thanksgiving. Thanks for stopping by. K2 CMT, Mike, one of our team members down in DeBerry, Florida. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning, Scott, Miss Vicky, and you too, Sal. This place couldn't run without you. Answer to the question is no. Not today, not this Thanksgiving, not any Thanksgiving. I'll figure out a way to be home. Everybody have a great one. This is Kilo 2, Charlie Mike Tango.
Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it. Have a good Thanksgiving. N8ZFH, Gary in Woodhaven, Michigan. Good morning.
Morning, Scott, Vicky, and the crew. And that would be a no for us, although there's been many years we've been to both parents, so we've had two. Please check me in and out. N8ZFH, back to that.
Now that's the way to fly, Gary. Have one at each parent's house. Awesome. Thanks for joining us. W3ICQ, Bob in Leesburg, Florida. Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, more than once. We packed up the whole family and treated them to a fancy restaurant and one of those everything there is to eat Thanksgiving dinners. W3ICQ, back to net.
Thank you, Bob. That's the only way to have it. No matter where you eat it, is all you can eat. Have a great day. Next up, one of our team members, W2RBC, Randy in West Seneca, New York. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, and everyone on the Morning Brew. Yes, but it was not my preference. The food is never as good as what I make, and there are no leftovers. Back to net control, 73 to all, W2RBC.
G6ZDP, United Kingdom.
I'm sorry, Randy, did you say yes or no?
I said yes.
Thanks, Randy. Have a good day. W8WHK, Bill down in North Fort Myers, Florida. Good morning, Bill.
Good morning. It's 61 degrees and clear sky, as usual this time of the year. Yes, been in the S column, and I'm at restaurants in the past, and they're pretty good, especially if it's a buffet, you know, and all you can eat. That was several times we did that. And, but since we moved here to the Heritage Community, they have, it's put together by the Homeowners Association people, just our neighbors, and they, the last 5 years, we've had it over at a recreation center. It's quite good. Very good. Okay, oh man, let's see, today's Tuesday. 2 more days, Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving, everyone. This is W8WHK 73, back to net control.
Alrighty, thanks, Bill. Appreciate you joining us, and you folks have a great Thanksgiving. Next up, Jerry in Fort Lauderdale, N4 OSU. Morning, Jerry.
Good morning, all. Yes, I have, and a note for Vicky. Gobble, gobble. Have a fine one. Everybody out there, have a nice turkey day. N4 OSU, we're down.
G6ZDP, United Kingdom.
Brian in Katy, Texas. Good morning, Brian.
Good morning, Brew Crew. Fortunately, I have not had Thanksgiving dinner in a restaurant. I've always had it at family houses and multiple times have had, like other gentlemen, 2 Thanksgivings. This is Brian at W5GHR.
Thanks, Brian. And you know something that happens, though, is the people that host Thanksgiving, you know, most of them are no longer with us, and it doesn't seem like the younger folks want to host it anymore. So restaurants, I think, are going to become more popular. Have a great day. This is W2BLT. Next up, one of your hosts here on the Morning Brew, N2BH, Bill in Palmyra, New York. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, everybody.
Yeah, I think once we had Thanksgiving dinner at a restaurant, and rest of the day be working on this singing voice for tomorrow morning, N2B8.
Singing voice, oh boy. Have a good day. Thanks for joining us. You have a nice Thanksgiving if I don't talk to you. KR4, EXV, John in High Springs, Florida. Good morning.
Good morning to you and good morning to all. Yes, we decided to have Thanksgiving at a restaurant one time. Just my wife and myself thought we were going to be an island all to ourselves. And worst decision we probably ever made. Won't do it again. Y'all have a great Thanksgiving. Safe travels to everybody on the road. 7-3, back to you. KR4, EXV.
Thanks, John. The last time we had Thanksgiving out was at one of our bigger establishments here in the area, and yes, it was absolutely packed. So somebody eats out of the restaurant. Thanks for joining us. Let's go up to VA3 KTJ Jinsuk in LaSalle, Ontario, Canada. Morning.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, and everyone in the net. Put me down for no column. I have never eaten a Thanksgiving dinner at a restaurant. Everybody have a great day. Back to net control. This is VA3 KTJ.
Alrighty, Jinsuk, thanks for joining us and have a great day. KD2YUI, Charles in Syracuse, New York. Good morning, Charles.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, and everybody listening in the brew. Put me in the yes column, and it's a bit of a story. We took the family to Florida, went to Disney World. We were in Disney World for Thanksgiving. There's a restaurant there, Liberty Tree Tavern. They do a Thanksgiving dinner every day. We were there for Thanksgiving Thursday and had our fantastic Thanksgiving meal there. They know how to do it. 73, all back to net control. KD2YUY.
Alrighty, Charles. Thanks for joining us. And yes, Liberty Tree is not a bad meal at all, ever. Let's go to KC3 UUK, Herbert in West Mifflin, Pennsylvania. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody on the net. This is KC3 UUK, Herbert. Yeah, I've spent a lot of time in restaurants on holidays, Thanksgiving included. I worked in public safety for many years before retiring, so I used to work a lot of holidays. But anyhow, I've had them at the family's house also, and I've had them at home. But I spent many a times in restaurants. So this is KC3 UUK, back to the net.
Thanks for joining us, Herbert, and you have a great Thanksgiving. Let's go to WD8KOB, Rod in Madison, West Virginia. Morning, Rod.
This is WD8KOB. Good morning, Ned. My answer is no. Although actually we did go out one time. The whole family went out, and it was okay. But there's no leftovers, you know. That's the best part of the whole thing. But mostly, no. WD8KOB, have a great day.
Alrighty, Rod. Yeah, that one time that you did go out does put you in the yes column. Have a great Thanksgiving. Appreciate you joining me this morning. WA2WWK, Ron in Amherst, New York. Good morning.
WGWWK. Well, good morning to everybody. Officially, on the day, the answer is no. But we've done it on other days, which they did have a Thanksgiving special. Many thanks go out to everybody who makes the net. It's a lot of fun checking in the morning. Looking forward to a cup of coffee and make me a bagel and talk to everybody. So happy Thanksgiving to everybody if I don't see you in the meantime. WHW, WK.
Alrighty, thanks, Ron. You have yourself a good Thanksgiving. Next up, your hosts on the open mic night right here on Reflector, Mark, KE2 in Elma, New York. Morning, Mark. Have you ever eaten Thanksgiving dinner in a restaurant?
Well, good morning, Scott. Good morning, Vicki, and the rest of the crew. And the answer to that is no. I come from a very hardcore Polish family. Always have to outdo each other on the holidays, so we eat and we eat and we eat. So have a great day. Happy Thanksgiving to all. KE2EDS.
Thanks, Mark. And all I can say is Nastroya. Let's go to N0CKV, Mark in Plymouth, Minnesota. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott, Vicki, the rest of the brew crew, and everybody else on the net. No, I've never had Thanksgiving at a restaurant. Everybody have a great day. N0CKV, back to net.
Alrighty, thank you, Mark. Appreciate you joining us and have a great Thanksgiving. Let me acknowledge some more text check-ins here, and then we'll open it up again. We had K7VWP, Mike, KE2EAU, Jason, and N5GI, Rick. Who else do we have looking to join us this morning on the brew? Please come with your call sign twice and slowly.
This is Kilo Charlie 1 Whiskey Papa Echo. Kilo Charlie 1 Whiskey Papa Echo. Dave in Bridgeport, Connecticut.
November 5.
Whiskey 5, Delta Bravo Sierra.
November 5.
Whiskey 5, Delta Bravo Sierra.
L.O. Bill, Oakhurst, Texas.
India, KJ5JOM, Bob in North Texas, in and out.
Delta Whiskey 4, Romeo Sierra Alpha. Delta Whiskey 4, Romeo Sierra Alpha, over.
N5DRT, N5DRT, in and out.
Kilo 2 Papa Bravo, K2PV, in and out.
This is Kilo, Julia 5, Delta, India, Tango. This is Kilo, Julia 5, Delta, India, Tango. Matthew from Arkadelphia.
November 4, Romeo Hotel Echo. November 4, Romeo Hotel Echo.
November 4, Romeo Sierra Mike. November 4, Romeo Sierra Mike.
Papa Lima Victor, Kilo Bravo 8, Papa Lima Victor, Chris, in and out.
Alrighty, let's hold it up there. Let me acknowledge who we have here. From the bottom up, we had KB8PLV, Chris up in Novi, Michigan. Have a great Thanksgiving, Chris. We had N4 RSM Richard, N4 RHE Roger, KJ5 DIT Matthew. We had K2 PB Paul was in and out. We had N5 DRT Gert out in Morton, Texas was in and out. Then we had a call sign here. I just want to clarify this one here. It sounded like DW2RSA. If you checked in with a call sign sort of like that, please come and verify it or give us a correction.
Yes, sir. It is Delta Whiskey 4, Romeo Sierra Alpha. Once again, Delta Whiskey 4, Romeo Sierra Alpha. Over.
Hey, Delta Whiskey 4, Romeo Sierra Alpha. Could you give me a name with that, please?
Sir, this is Delta Whiskey 4, Romeo Sierra Alpha with the handle of Roger from the Philippines.
From the Philippines. That explains the call. We'll get back to you shortly. We had KM7 CGI Larry in Maricopa was in and out. We had W5 DBS David, N5 GLO Bill on the recheck. We had KC1 at WPE David, and the rest I acknowledged. I've got to go back and pick up one that I totally neglected. I hope he's still there. KI6 KQO Zachary down in Kissimmee, Florida. Oh, you were there. I did call on you. All right, I just didn't mark you. My bad. Let's go to K7 VWP Mike in South Ogden, Utah. Good morning.
Morning. This is K7 VWP. Looking at the question, I would say no, I never have. We've always had a big family dinner. K7 VWP, back to net control.
Alrighty, thanks for joining us and appreciate it. Yeah, the question of the day is, have you ever had Thanksgiving dinner at a restaurant? Let's go to KE2 EAU, Jason down in Dansville, New York. Good morning.
Good morning. No, I have never eaten out at Thanksgiving menu, but never eaten out. Around, I have been with family every year, luckily for me. Hope everybody has a good Thanksgiving. Back to next. E2 EAU, clear.
Alrighty, thanks, Jason. And I'll wave at you in about an hour and a half when I go by Dansville on the expressway. Have a great day. N5 GI, Rick in the Villages of Florida. Good morning, Rick.
Well, sorry for the delay. Somebody was keying up in I've got simplex notes, so I had to wait for it to drop. But, yeah, we've eaten out once on Thanksgiving Day, never again. We were traveling in the RV, so we decided to go to a restaurant. It wasn't all that great. And like somebody else said, there were no leftovers. So we always do the turkey at home now. It's N5GI, back to net.
Thank you, Rick. Have yourself a great Thanksgiving, and appreciate you stopping by this morning. Let's go to KC1 WPE, David in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott and Vicky. No, I never ate in a restaurant turkey dinner. I always had it with family. Thank you. Kilo Charlie 1 Whiskey Papa Echo. 73 back to net control. Thank you. Have a good holiday.
You as well, David, and you're making a nice trip over there to Long Island to the repeater there. Next up, N5 GLO Bill out in Oakhurst, Texas on the recheck. Good morning, Bill.
N5 GLO, good morning. I don't remember answering back a while ago. I think either I was asleep when I talked to you, or I got distracted when the garbage truck came by out here on my front porch. But anyway, I have had Thanksgiving dinner at a restaurant and also in a chow hall. So anyway, everyone have a good one out there. And somebody mentioned it was nicer for the folks cooking sometime in that dinner. Folks that really like having that thing at the restaurant are the ones that have to clean up after it when it's at a home. N5GLO.
must have been asleep there, Bill, because you answered yes before. Have a good day. Always a pleasure. This is W2BLT. Let's go to W5DBS. David in Houston, Texas. Good morning.
Big Texas howdy to you and the Brew Crew. I don't remember going out to a restaurant for Thanksgiving. However, this year we're going to the country club for Thanksgiving dinner for a giant buffet. I'm sure it's going to be wonderful. So that's what it is. We're going to go out this year. Thank you, guys. This is David in Houston, Texas, W5DBS. Back to the net.
Alrighty, David, I'm going to put you in the yes column because you're eating out this year. And by golly, after that, you have to let us know how it was. Have a great day. Let's go to DW4RSA. Roger in the Philippines. Good morning, Roger. Have you ever eaten Thanksgiving dinner in a restaurant?
Yes, sir. Good morning. This is Delta Whiskey 4 Romeo Sierra Alpha from the Philippines with the handle of Roger. Yes, sir. We have just planned a Thanksgiving dinner. That's the one this coming Thursday. That was November 27 as the birthday of my ex-wife, together with the celebration with my mother-in-law on November 27. That's all. That's all, sir. Thank you very much and supporting your net. Back to you, 7-3.
Alrighty. Thanks for joining us, Paul. Appreciate it. Roger. Let's go to KJ4DIT, Matthew in Arkadelphia, Arkansas. Good morning.
The answer is yes. And I've also had it catered to my work where they provided Thanksgiving dinner for us. It was enjoyable. Even so much that we didn't want to work 12 afterwards. So, 7:30.
All right, thanks for joining us, Matthew. Hey, have yourself a great Thanksgiving. Next up, my buddy Roger, N4RHE, down in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Top of the morning, Roger.
W2BLT and the rest of the day to yourself, handsome. And clever cousin Vicky, November 4, Romeo Hotel Echo. No, we did rent a house on the ocean point at Boot Key Harbor in Marathon, Florida. And one of the guys was a restaurant owner from Aspen, Colorado. And he prepared the turkey and presented it on a platter. And it looked like it was carved by a laser and reassembled perfectly into its original form. Never saw anything like that. It was a piece of art. He also had elk. A fond memory, Scott. November 4, Roger Ham enthusiast. Return to net.
Thank you, Roger. You had me licking my lips till you said elk. Sorry. Have a good Thanksgiving. N4RSM, Richard in Sumter, South Carolina. Good morning.
Everybody, Chris, N4RSM. We have eaten out 2 or 3 times for Thanksgiving, whatever the family wants to do, as long as we're together. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
All right, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. Next up, WB2, JPQ, the Godfather, Dick, down in Eden, New York. Good morning, Dick.
Oh, good morning, Scott. Yes, I have. I think a couple of times we've eaten out with great experience. I think once I think it's the Old Orchard East Aurora. You probably remember that. Went over there and they put it on a table, and what's left over you can actually take home. So we got enough for the next day. So put me down for yes, and we'll see you tonight on the TechNet, everybody. This is WB2JPQ. And we'll see you tonight on the TechNet, everybody.
Thank you, Dick. You had yourself a great Thanksgiving this year. KI5 PMI, Bill in Hobbs, New Mexico. Good morning, Bill.
Good morning, Scott, and everybody on the brew. Yes, I've eaten at one restaurant for Thanksgiving one time. It wasn't bad at all. It was pretty decent. So wasn't like home cooking, but it was still pretty good. So hope everybody has a great day. KI5 PMI. Back to net.
Bill, we got you in the S column, and have a great Thanksgiving. Thanks for joining us. KD3ATQ, Jim in Easton, Pennsylvania. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, and Brew Crew. Yes, we have a couple of times. It's been very nice. Back to net control, KD3ATQ.
Alrighty, Jim, have a good day. KQ4ORK, Barry in Apopka, Florida. Good morning.
Good morning to everybody on the crew. Thanks for picking me up. I don't recall ever eating out for Thanksgiving at a restaurant. Christmas dinner over in England, yes, at a restaurant. But never Thanksgiving. I hope everybody has a great holiday. Back to net control, 73. KQ4ORK in the mobile.
Alrighty, thanks for joining us, Barry. Let me acknowledge a couple more text check-ins here, and then we'll make a list. We had the KC2JZE, Bob in Hamburg, New York. KC2GRN, Joel in East Yaphank, New York. KA8BYU, Roy down in Blaisdell woke up. Who else do we have looking to join us this morning on the brew? Please come with your call sign twice and slowly.
November 2, Victor Lima Kilo. N2VLK.
Kilo 5, Alpha Lima. Kilo 5, Alpha Lima.
Kilo Delta 5, Charlie Tango. Kilo Delta 5, Charlie Tango.
Kilo Oscar 4, Mike Kilo. Kilo Oscar 4, Mike Kilo. In and out.
Well, let me acknowledge these stations. We had KO4, MMK, Jeff down in Apopka, Florida, was in and out. We had KD5, CT, David in Converse, Texas. K5AL, Rocky in Fort Worth. N2, VLK, Jeff in Lancaster. And I acknowledge the rest. Let's go to the top of the list. Question of the day is, have you ever eaten Thanksgiving dinner at a restaurant? This is W2BLT. Let's go to KC2JZE, Bob in Hamburg, New York. Good morning.
Yes, we have gone to restaurants several times on Thanksgiving. Family couldn't get together, out of town, etc. One of the most memorable is we went to Canada, Niagara Falls, Ontario, to Swiss Chalet. They used to be in the U.S., but they're not here anymore. But they split up in Canada, and you know what they call Thanksgiving here in Canada? Thursday. Have a great day, everyone. Back to that, KC2JZ.
Welcome to...
I'll tell you, Bob, you mentioned Swiss Chalet up in Canada. My boy was just there this weekend, and but he didn't bring me back any poutine, so I don't know. I told him next time, have a little faith, in me. Bring me some poutine. Have a good day, Bob. KC2, GRN, Joel in East Yaphank, New York. Good morning, Joel.
Good morning, Scott and Vicky and everybody on the Morning Brew, KC2, GRN. I think we had a dinner one time at a restaurant for Thanksgiving, probably 30 plus years ago. We try to get together every year,
if it's not on Thanksgiving, we try to get together either before or after. Anyway, everybody have a wonderful day and a wonderful rest of the week. And thanks a lot for what you guys do on the net. You always do a great job. KC2GRM back to net.
Thank you, Joel. You have a great day. KA8BYU. Good morning, Roy.
Yeah, sorry about that. I was on the phone with my niece. My mother, who's 96 years old, stepmother, is moving December 1st to a different building, so my niece is filling me in on all the details. She knows she can get me early in the morning before she goes to work and that. So that's where I was. Heard you guys in the background, but couldn't grab the radio right then. But, yeah, I've eaten out many times on Thanksgiving when I was working at the airport and all that. So it was like by the time I got out of work, it was way too late to cook something, so I'd always stop at one of the local restaurants or pick up something and take it home.
Alrighty, sounds good, Roy. You have yourself a great Thanksgiving. And to VLK, Jeff in Lancaster, New York. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody has a nice day today. As far as Thanksgiving, we always did it at our house, with the kids and grandkids, girlfriends and boyfriends. So our house just isn't big enough. So the last couple of years, we did go out. We took everybody out to a restaurant. Plus, I'm getting older, and it's harder to cook all day, and you know how that goes. So with that, I'll turn it back to you, and I'll say 7-3. I'll be on the side listening. N2 VLK.
Alrighty, thank you, Jeff. Got you down in the yes column. K5AL, Rocky in Fort Worth, Texas. Good morning.
Good morning to you, sir, and everybody out there listening. Put me down for a yes. I have eaten Thanksgiving in a restaurant. K5AL.
All right, thanks, Rocky. Appreciate you joining us. KD5CT, David in Converse, Texas. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. This is Kilo Delta 5, Charlie Tango. Not eating in a restaurant for Thanksgiving dinner, but I have had dinner in Iraq twice for 2 deployments for Thanksgiving. To everyone, and back to you, Net Control.
Alrighty, thanks, David. Appreciate you joining us. Thank you for your service. N3LLY, Glenn down in Glen Burnie, Maryland. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott. Rest of the crew. Waking up to a balmy 45 degrees here in Maryland. And my answer is no. I have never eaten Thanksgiving dinner at a restaurant. I don't think I'd want to because I would imagine the proprietor would not be happy if I loosened my belt and stuff and went to sleep on the floor. Anyway, Scott, good morning, guys. 7-3 from N3LLY. Back to you.
Alrighty, thank you, Glenn. Appreciate you joining us. And that's going to do it for me for today, folks. Everybody have a great Thanksgiving. I'm going to hop in the car and head down to the Pigeon Hills of South Central Pennsylvania. This is W2BLT, and we're going to turn it over to Al, K8BAC. It's all yours, Al.
Well, thank you, Scott.
This is Al, KABAC, along with Vicky, KEABKY. And to answer the question right off the bat, yes, I have actually had Thanksgiving at restaurants several times, kind of being the whole musician thing. And the last time actually was with family and friends, and we went to Bob Evans. And guys, I'm telling you, they put on a heck of a Thanksgiving feast, and you can get up and walk away when you're done. So you can mark me down as a yes. And let's take some mobile check-ins. It's 8:02, and if you're late for work, you need to get there, but you can play on the radio until that time. So mobile check-ins only, come with your call sign twice and slowly. No mobile check-ins this morning? Well, that is sort of a for me. So let's take general check-ins. General check-ins, anyone, anywhere, come with your call signs twice and slowly.
November Whiskey 3 United and W3U.
November 1, Zulu Tango Tango.
KJ5 EYL, KJ5 EYL.
4CKC, KR4CKC.
Charlie 1, Victor Hotel Delta, KC1 VHD, VHD is in victory. KJ5 EYL, KJ5 EYL.
KJ5 JOM, Bob in North Texas, in and out.
ETA, Maryland, Steve, in and out.
November 4, Tango Echo Golf, and 4 TEG, in and out.
All right, let's hold it up right there just a moment. We had a couple that we didn't quite get all the call signs for. One was an in-and-out station with 3EA. Give me your call sign twice and slowly if you had 3EA in your call sign, please.
Alpha Tango Alpha K3 ATA. November 9, Italy Golf Papa John, Leesburg, Florida.
All right, we got Steven in Maryland, K3ATA, he was in and out. We did get N9IGP, John in Palatine, Illinois. We also had N4TEG, Bill in Margate, Florida was in and out. And we had KJ5JOM, Bob in Terrell, Texas was in and out. You're sticking your head in and saying, good morning, guys. We had another call sign that had a Zulu Tango Tango. If you can come back with your call sign twice and slowly, please.
November 1, Zulu Tango Tango, N1 ZTT.
By golly, we got to that time.
By golly, we got to that time. Daniel in Bedford, Colorado.
Nothing like hearing yourself in the morning. Okay, from following up from the bottom up, we had KC1 VHD Tom, Northborough, Massachusetts. We had KR4 CKC Bill, the Villages, Florida. KJ5 EYL Walt, Texas. N1ZTT Daniel, Denver, Colorado. He's new to the system. We had NW3U David, Garner, North Carolina. Then checking in via text, we had KJ5 LJJ Greg in Purvis, Mississippi. And KQ4EFY Tim, Columbia, South Carolina. Question of the day, guys. Have you ever eaten Thanksgiving dinner at a restaurant? KQ4EFY Tim in Columbia, South Carolina. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone on the Brew Crew. This is KQ4EFY Tim in Columbia, South Carolina, and I have never eaten Thanksgiving dinner in a restaurant. Back to that control.
All righty, thank you, Tim. Thanks for checking in. Let's go to Greg in Purvis, Mississippi, KJ5LJJ. Good morning, Greg.
Hey, good morning, crew. Yes, I have eaten Thanksgiving dinner at a restaurant, and that's exactly what we're planning to do this year. Greg, KJ5LJJ, Purvis, Mississippi, by way of Slidell, Louisiana. Back to you, net control.
All righty, thank you, Greg. Happy Thanksgiving and enjoy. Let's go to NW3U, David, Garner, North Carolina. Good morning, David.
Well, good morning to you and everybody else out there at Radio Land, NW3U. Question today, no, not that I ever remember eating a Thanksgiving dinner in a restaurant. And anybody who's not here tomorrow, I'll say happy Thanksgiving to you now. We'll hope to be here to check in with you again tomorrow. Thanks for doing the net. Good to hear folks out there this morning. NW3U.
All righty, thank you, David. Have a great day. Let's go to N1ZTT Daniel in Denver, Colorado. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. I hope everybody's having a good time for the week here. For the question of the day, yes, I have eaten in too many restaurants, too many times for Thanksgiving, all by myself. N1ZTT, back to that.
All righty, thank you, Daniel. I see you're new to the system. Just a reminder, folks, if you are new to the system and you check into any East Coast Reflector net, you'll receive a welcome letter if you have a valid email address. Instead, check out the EastCoastReflector.com website. It's a really involved website and has one of the best magazines probably in the whole ham radio community. Miss Vicki leads that, and she does a great job. Let's go down to KJ5 EYL Walter in Houston, Texas. Good morning, Walter.
Good morning, everyone. Wishing a happy Thanksgiving week to everyone also. No, never had Thanksgiving in a restaurant, but like others on the net, I've had plenty of Thanksgiving meals in Army dining facilities over the years. So back to you on the net, and have a good day.
All righty, thank you, Walter, and thank you for your service. And yeah, my brother has talked about that often. Let's go to KR4 CKC Bill in the Villages, Florida. Good morning, Bill.
Good morning, everybody on the brew, and have a great happy Thanksgiving. You put me down for yes, I have on numerous times. Being a career charter pilot, just about guaranteed that every Thanksgiving I'm going to be somewhere other than home eating in a restaurant with Thanksgiving dinner. So yes, KR4CKC, you all have a great day and a happy, safe Thanksgiving.
All righty, thank you, Bill. Have a great day. Let's go to KC1 VHD Tom in Northborough, Massachusetts. Good morning.
KC1 VHD Tom. I'm actually in Gainesville, Florida, so that I'll be down here for Thanksgiving dinner. I have never eaten in a restaurant, but I do want to say I've got a lot to be thankful for. So I'll turn it back over to you, Net Control, and have a Thanksgiving, everybody.
All righty, thank you, Tom. Yep, I remember that. You're in Florida. Let's go to N9 IGP John in Illinois. Good morning, John.
Good morning, one and all. And we're not in Illinois. We're down in sunny Florida to get away from the weather that's coming up in Illinois. I've never eaten at a restaurant for Thanksgiving. I've been blessed by a mother and sisters and my wife. They all have made a thick butt turkey that's always pleasing. So back to net. This is N9 IGP. Thanks.
All righty, thank you, John. Have a great day. Looks like we got some text check-ins here. We had KE8SMN Jeff in Rochester Hills, Michigan. N2WXD Craig, Riverview, Michigan. And KQ8U Bob in Ecorse, Michigan. All the Michigan people are waking up. Let's get some more check-ins. Anyone, anywhere, come with the call sign twice and slowly.
Kilo Delta 9 Zulu. Zulu Delta Romeo. Kevin in Chicago.
Kilo Oscar 4 Foxtrot Bravo Mike. Kilo Oscar 4 Foxtrot Bravo Mike. Good morning.
82IZ. 82IZ.
Oscar Golf, November 2, Uniform Oscar Golf.
KY4 BPA.
Kilo Foxtrot 8 Foxtrot Bravo Bravo. Kilo Foxtrot 8 Foxtrot Bravo Bravo. David in Detroit, Michigan.
Last station, you barely squeaked in here. Try it one more time. You were pretty broken up.
Italy 0, Radio November 0, please, over.
Kilo 5 Juliet Lima Kilo. Mobile, in and out.
Okay.
Italy 0, Radio November 0, calling, please, over.
Alrighty, let's see what we got here. We got K5, JLK, James in Spring, Texas. He was in and out. Good morning, James. We do have India 0, RNK, Angelo in Roma, Italy. We have KF8, FBB, David in Westland, Michigan. We have KY4, BPA, Michael in Lexington, Kentucky. We have, where did I leave off? Into UOG Sal, Spring Hill, Florida. We got W2AJR, Andy is awake in Cheektowaga, New York. We have 82IZ, Bobby, East Amherst, New York. We have KO4, FBM, Jose in St. Cloud, Florida. We have KD9, ZDR, Kevin, Chicago, Illinois. I think we got the rest of them. Okay, guys, question of the day. Have you ever eaten Thanksgiving dinner at a restaurant? Let's go to KQ8U. Good morning.
Morning, Al, Vicky, and the rest of the crew. Yeah, I have many times. In fact, that's what I'll be doing this year. I prefer it at home, but I'd rather be in a restaurant than with a family with 25, 30 people in the house. Have a good day. KQ8U, back to that.
Maybe tomorrow we should have you ever eaten Thanksgiving dinner at a bar? All right. Thanks, Bob. Let's go to N2WXD, Craig in Riverview, Michigan.
N2WXD. Good morning, Al, Vicky, and all on the crew. No, I have never eaten in a restaurant. Back to net, N2WXD.
All righty. Thank you, Craig. Have a great day. Let's go to KE8 SMN, Jeff in Rochester Hills, Michigan. Good morning, Jeff.
Good morning, Al, Vicky, everyone on the brew. This is KE8 SMN. Put me down for yes. We did that once a few years ago. Wasn't quite the same. KE8 SMN. Back to that.
All righty. Thank you, Jeff. Have a great day. Let's go to KD9ZDR, Kevin in Chicago, Illinois. Good morning, Kevin.
Good morning to everyone. From Chicago, happy Thanksgiving. I've been lucky enough and blessed with a large family, and even when I was in the military, I was always close enough in all my 66 years to have Thanksgiving with one of my family members. Good question. Thanks for doing the net. Back to net control from Chicago. KD9ZDR.
All right. Kevin got you down for yes. Have a great day. Let's go to Jose in St. Cloud, KO4FBM. Good morning, Jose.
Good morning, Al. Good morning, Vicky, and the rest of the Morning Brew. We went to Maggiano's. Maggiano's is an international drive down here in Orlando, right across the street from the building upside down. If you ever come down here, you know where to go. Maggiano's is an Italian restaurant, and it was awesome. Back to you, 73.
Pasta for Thanksgiving. I'm down with that. All right, thanks, Jose. Have a great day. Let's go to AD2IZ Bob in East Amherst, New York. Good morning.
It's AD2IZ. Good morning to everyone on the net. Thank you for holding the net. Yes, I have eaten in restaurants for Thanksgiving, and I will this year too. We're currently a cruise ship heading to Bermuda, and that's where we're for Thanksgiving Day at least. But we'll probably eat dinner on the ship. So, and I guess you could say we're mobile today too. So I have been for a few days, quite a few days. Left London, England on the 14th. So 82IZ back to net, 73s.
All righty, thank you, Bob. Happy morning. Enjoy. Let's go to W2AJR, Andy in Cheektowaga. Good morning, Andy.
Good morning, Al. Everybody on the brew crew. Nope, never had Thanksgiving dinner in a restaurant. Always been home or a relative. 7-3, everybody have a great day. Back to you, Al.
All righty, thank you, Andy. Have a great day. Let's go to N2UOG Sal in Spring Hill, Florida. Good morning, Sal.
Good morning, Al, Vicky, and all the rest of the brew crew. Put me down for yes once a long time ago. And all the rest of the times it was with family. Well, happy Thanksgiving to everyone out there, and thank you for doing what you do. This is N2UOG, Spring Hill, Florida. Back to net control.
All righty, thank you, Sal. Have a great day. Let's go to KY4 BPA, Michael in Lexington, Kentucky. Good morning, Michael.
Good morning, Brew Crew. Thank you for the hospitality, and happy Thanksgiving, one and all. This is Mike coming from a wet, cold, bluegrass state, Lexington, Kentucky, horse capital of the world. I have not had dinner at a restaurant, and I'm blessed to have my 3 young adults come over for dinner Thursday. So, yeah, 73 everybody, and God bless America, KY4 BPA.
All righty, thank you, Mike. Yeah, it's a little rainy and drizzly around here, too. Not the sunshiny place that I'd rather have it. But have a great day. Let's go to KF8 FBB David in Westland. Good morning, David. KF8 FBB David, are you with us? All right, hear nothing. Let's go to I0RNK Angelo in Roma, Italy. Good morning. Alrighty, we hear nothing. That takes us down to the bottom of the list. We do have a couple of more text check-ins coming in. N8HLN, Mike in Grosse Pointe Park, Michigan. K6AAN, Mike in Valley Springs, California. Let's take some general check-ins. This is Al, K8BAC, along with Vicky, K8BKY. Log them for me. Keep me under control here. Anyone, anywhere you want to get in on the Morning Brew Net, come with your call signs twice and slowly.
Kilo Echo 2, Bravo Juliet, Papa Mobile.
KF8ESN, KF8ESN.
KB2 UDB, Kilo Bravo 2, Uniform Delta Bravo.
KD2 IWN, KD2 IWN.
Whiskey 1, Mike Delta Tango, in and out.
Kilo Charlie 1, Sierra Delta Echo.
KE0GKF, KE0GKF. Alrighty, that's a good little list here. First of all, acknowledging our in and out station, W1MDT, Matthew, Ellington, Connecticut. Good morning. Thanks for checking in this morning. Let's go up the list here. We had one of our team members, Jeff, who you'll hear right here on the Morning Brew, KE0GKF from Belleville, Nebraska. We had KC1SDE, Ernie, Marion, Texas. He's mobile. We'll get to you in a minute, Ernie. We had KD2IWN, Tim, Hamburg. KB2 UDB, Mike, Sabring, Florida. We had KF8ESN, Patrick, Oak Harbor, Ohio. We had KE2 BJP, Linda, Paul Smith, New York. She's looks like mobile too. And we got the rest of them. So let's get our mobile stations. KE2 BJP, question of the day: have you ever eaten Thanksgiving dinner at a restaurant? Good morning.
Good morning and happy Thanksgiving to everyone. I'm sorry I didn't catch your name. I'm driving, and sometimes driving distracts me from my radio operation. But you have a good Thanksgiving too. So I have never had Thanksgiving dinner in a restaurant. I'm happy to stay at home for that. Yep, I lost what I was going to say. More driving problems. So this is KE2BJP. You all have a good day.
All righty, thank you, Linda. Have a great day. And yes, this is Al, KABAC, along with Vicky, KABKY. She's logging for me better, and keep me straightened out around here, because I will get sideways with these log sheets. Let's go to our other mobile stations. KC1SDE, Ernie, Marion, Texas. Good morning, Ernie.
Thanksgiving has always been held at home. Happy Thanksgiving to all. The Brew 73. KC1 back to
righty, thank you, Ernie. We got you. Have a great day. Let's jump up to the top of the list. K6AAN, Mike in Valley Springs. Good morning, Mike.
Hey, good morning, Al. Everybody on the Brew Crew. Vicky. Big negative on the restaurant. Never had to do that. Always got to go home. I'm very lucky for that. But we're looking forward to another one here, that's for sure. You guys all have a great Thanksgiving. Back to Net Control. This is K6AAN.
All right, thank you, Mike. Have a great day. Let's go to N8HLN, Mike in Grosse Pointe Park, Michigan. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning, Al. Vicky and the crew. WBAPH. This morning, it's a little overcast, threatening to rain here, 46 degrees in the backyard. Answer to the question is no, never have eaten out, always with family, thank God. So hoping for another wonderful holiday coming up, as I wish all of you. 73, back to Net, HLN.
All righty, thank you, Mike. And yeah, the drizzlies and the rain have already hit down here in the southeastern corner, so they'll be making their way up your way, I'm sure. Let's go to KF8ESN, Patrick in Oak Harbor, Ohio. Good morning, Patrick.
Good morning, everybody on the Morning Brew. No, I have never eaten in a restaurant for Thanksgiving, not that I can remember. My parents have a couple of times when they didn't have anybody else around. With that, I'll say back to the net, 73, this is KF8ESN.
All righty, thank you, Patrick. Have a great day. Let's go to KB2UDB, Mike in Sabring, Florida. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning, Vicky, Al, in the Brew Crew, and those in the Zoom room. I'm going to say no. We had a family of 9. We always ate home, and when we had relatives up to New York, we always had it at the house. We just put out another table, bigger table. It looked like the last dinner. The picture, if you're all familiar with that one. The answer is no, and I'm still up here in New York until Thanksgiving, or up here celebrating with the family. So with that, everybody have a good, wonderful Thanksgiving. Would you love?
All right, thank you, Mike. Have a happy Thanksgiving. Let's go to KD2IWN, Tim in Hamburg. Good morning, Tim.
Good morning, Al and Vicky and everybody on the Brew Crew. Good morning, good question. Yeah, our family tried it. We did it years ago. We decided, let's try it. What the heck, right? And it was okay, and it was good, but it just didn't have the same feel. We all agreed that it was good to try once, but we probably would never do it again. It just doesn't have that same feel, but God bless everybody who doesn't have a choice and has to go there, whether it's armed forces, pilots, or just no one else to be with. Bless you all. Have a great and happy Thanksgiving. 73, this is KD2IWN.
All righty, thank you, Tim. Have a great day. Enjoy. Let's go down to one of our team members here, KE0GKF, Jeff in Bellevue, Nebraska. Good morning, Jeff.
Good morning, Al. Yeah, that's okay. Good morning, Vicky, back there in the background. Hope you're having a good morning too, Vic. No, have not had Thanksgiving at a restaurant. Can't say that. But, you know, times are changing, and who knows? Things could change in the future. You never know. I may get Denny's all by myself. You never know. That could happen, but in the past, it's always been with family. Everyone have a great morning. Al, back to you. You're sounding great, my man. Did I lose you, Al?
Nah, just a little interference going on there, but I think we got it. There we go. There's something over on your node making noise there, Jeff, but we got her contained. Thanks for checking in this morning. Finally on this list, checking in from Jacksonville Beach, Florida, Donnie, KM4CTB. Good morning, Donnie.
Well, good morning, Al, Vicky, and everybody on the net. KM4CTB, Donnie in Jacksonville Beach, Florida. Sunny and already about 64 going on up again today. And, yeah, we have eaten out some on Thanksgiving, and just like this year, our anniversary falls on Thanksgiving Day this year, so I don't want her in the kitchen. It's her 49th anniversary. We don't want to do that. So we've already got reservations out for lunch, and we'll be able to go from there. Thanks for doing the net. Happy Thanksgiving, Al. KM4CTB back to net.
All right, thank you, Donnie. Well, happy anniversary. That's but yeah, I don't blame you. If you can find a nice, fancy place that has Thanksgiving theme, then you're going to be good to go. All right, well, that's the bottom of the list again. So let's start another. It's 8:33. This is Al, KBAC, along with Vicky, K8BKY. Log them for me. If you want to get in on the morning brew, answer the question of the day, come now with your call signs twice and slowly.
Victor, W8BPD. CJM, W2, CJM Mobile.
KE0GKF, KE0GKF, try it again.
November 1, Whiskey, Echo, Bravo, N1, WEB.
Alrighty, well, out of that mix-up there, we had N1 WEB Webb in Collierville, Tennessee, W8 BPD Brian Warren, Michigan. We had W2 CJM Charles in Selden, New York. He was mobile. Be back with you in a minute, Charles. And, of course, NW4Q Jim in Murfreesboro. And KE0GKF Jeff, what's up? We had you the first time. I don't think you heard my response.
I'm not sure what happened. Al, before I continue, are you hearing me?
Yeah, we're hearing you just fine.
All right, well, I'll make this quick. No, I have never had a restaurant. Can't say that I have. It's always been with family. But, you know, times are changing. I may be eating at Denny's by myself. Who knows? It's up in the air. But you're sounding great yourself, Al, as always. Your beautiful self this morning. Vicky, got your message. Thanks for that, for your text, letting me know I was kind of coming in staticky. Have a good morning, everybody. Al, back to you.
All righty, thank you, Jeff. I don't catch you again. Have a great Thanksgiving. Looks like we had WD8KLL Greg in Burton, Michigan checking in too, and KY4NB Scott in Memphis, Tennessee checking in too. So let's get our mobile station, W2CJM Charles in Selden, New York. Question of the day: have you ever eaten Thanksgiving dinner at a restaurant? Good morning, Charles. W2CJM Charles, are you with us? All righty, he might have got to where he's going, so we'll put him in and out. Let's go to NW4Q Jim in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Good morning, Jim.
Good morning, Al. I've had Thanksgiving once, I think, through the years in a restaurant. Thank you. Sounding great.
All right, thank you, Mr. Jim. Have a great day. Let's go to W8BPD Brian in Warren. Good morning, Brian.
Good morning, Al, Vicky, and the rest of the Brew crew. Coming to you through All-Star because the GM repeater's been disconnected. Yes, I have had Thanksgiving in a tent in a field, in a restaurant, when I was in the military. So that would be a definite yes. Everybody have a great Thanksgiving. WBPD back to net control.
All righty, thank you, Brian. And yeah, I think the GM repeater had some issues and we had to take it off, unfortunately. But thanks for checking in this morning. Let's go to Webb in Collierville, N1WEB. Good morning, Webb.
Good morning, Alan and Vicky. You can put me down as a yes. Unfortunately, the times I've eaten Thanksgiving in a restaurant, it's always been when somebody in the family was ill or there's been a death in the family and we found ourselves traveling on Thanksgiving. And those things happen. So, yes. And WEB, back to the net.
All right, thank you, Webb. Yeah, one of the more interesting ones I've ever had was at the Hyatt Regency in Nashville on Thanksgiving Day. That was pretty fancy. Thanks for checking in this morning. All right, let's go to KY4NB, Scott in Memphis. Good morning, Scott.
Well, good morning, Al and the Brew crew and Brother Randall and Brother Webb there. Thanks to Miss Vicky behind the scenes there. Yes, actually last year we ate at the cupboard. Don't do that very often, but it was a good meal. Remember that. And then we did some traveling, I think, the next day. So may do something similar this year. Not real sure yet, but we'll get to see and all that. And I do remember Elvis was always home at Graceland on the holidays, so that's good. And enjoyed the family. Back to net control, KY4NB from a rainy Memphis, Tennessee, land Elvis barbecues.
All righty, thank you, Scott. Have a great day, sir. Let's go to WD8KLL, Greg in Burton, Michigan. Good morning, Greg.
Good morning, Al, Vicky, and everybody on the Brew crew. Yeah, you can put me down for a no. Thankfully, I've had a wonderful family. It's getting smaller, but we're all staying together. Everybody have a great Thanksgiving and back to net. WD8KLL.
All righty, thank you, Greg. Have a great day. And finally on this list, we got K4ITA, Leo in Fort Lauderdale. Good morning, Leo.
Morning. Good morning, all. Vicky. Good morning from the beautiful Fort Lauderdale. 78 degrees this morning. 100% sunshine. Beautiful day. And actually not. We moved 23 years ago to the United States from Italy, and since then, always in the family. Have everybody a great day. This is K4ITA.
All righty, thank you, Leo, and that's something to be proud of right there, man. Have a great day, bud. All right, we've reached the bottom of the list again. This is Al, KBAC, along Vicky, K8VKY. If you want to get in the morning brew, come. All signs twice and slowly.
KE2DOS. KE2DOS.
Bravo for Victor, Whiskey Bravo for Victor.
KK4 BTT, mobile handheld.
2KH Kilo Charlie 2 Kilo Hotel Tango.
Charlie Tango India Romeo
KC2TIR.
Yep, Kilo Delta 6 Oscar, Whiskey Michael in and out.
All right, that's a good little list. First of all, acknowledging KD6OWM, Steve, San Lorenzo, California, in and out. Thanks for checking in this morning, Steve. We had KC2JPQ, Frank in Lancaster, checking in via text. We had KC2 Chad in Locke, New York. We had N5RTC Terry in Austin, Texas. KC2KHT Henry, East Islip, New York. We had KK4VTT Bruce in Kissimmee, Florida. He's mobile. We'll get to you in a minute, Bruce. WB4V Michael, Point Vedra, Florida, and KE2DOS Vincent in Antwerp, New York. Question of the day, guys. Have you ever eaten Thanksgiving dinner at a restaurant? Let's go to KK4VTT and Bruce.
Morning to everyone on the net. Have a happy Thanksgiving if I'm not out here tomorrow morning. The only time I didn't celebrate Thanksgiving with the family was when I was in the military. Other than that, it's always been a big Thanksgiving dinner. Oh, so grateful. Hey, you guys out there have a great day. Thanks for letting me have some fun. KK4BTT, Lake Baldwin, VA. Thank you, guys.
All right, thank you, Bruce. Have a great day. Let's jump up to KE2DOS Vincent in Antwerp, New York. Good morning, Vincent.
Good morning, Al. Thanks for bringing me in here. I got 39 degrees here at my location. It's cloudy. And to answer your question, I have actually considered doing it once. I can recall some time ago. But no, I've never done that. For the most part, we have our own Thanksgivings. We prepare our own meals. So happy Thanksgiving to all. And this is KE2DOS. Back to net.
Thanks for checking in this morning, Vincent. Have a great day. Let's go to Michael. WB4V. Good morning, Michael.
Good morning, Al and the net. This is Whiskey Bravo 4 Victor in Florida. Beautiful day today. Yes, I've eaten in a restaurant one time. The family was relocating for work from Illinois back to Texas, and we stopped at Big Cabin, Oklahoma at the truck stop. So hope everyone has a great Thanksgiving. This is Whiskey Bravo 4 Victor. Back to net control.
Thank you, Michael. Have a great day. Let's go to Henry in East Islip, New York, KC2KHT. Good morning, Henry.
Good morning. This is Henry, KC2KHT in East Islip. I'm going to have to put down a no. Although this year it was high on the decision, but no, not yet.
All righty, thank you, Henry. Have a great day. Let's go to N5RTC Terry in Austin, Texas. Good morning, Terry. N5RTC Terry in Austin, Texas. Are you with us?
Yes. Good morning. Al, Vicky, Scott, all the brewers. I have never had to eat Thanksgiving dinner at a restaurant. N5RTC, back to net control.
All righty, thank you, Terry. Have a great day. Let's go to Chad in Locke, New York, KC2TIR. Good morning. All right, let's try that again. N5 RTC Terry in Austin, Texas. Thanks for checking in. We got you as a no. Let's go to KC2 TIR Chad in Locke, New York. Good morning, Chad.
Good morning, everyone on the Brew Crew. KC2 TIR. First name is Ted. Tango Echo Delta. Via Echolink. Yes, we have eaten in a restaurant for Thanksgiving just one time. No leftovers. Can't sneak out in the kitchen and get another bite to eat later on during the ball game. With that, I'll say 7-3 to everyone. Hope everyone has a joyous, joyous Thanksgiving dinner and weekend. Be safe, all. KC2 TIR Ted in Locke, LOCKE, silent E on the end, New York. We're clear on your final, sir.
All righty, thank you, Chad. Have a great day. Let's go to KC2JPQ. Frank over in Lancaster. Hello, Frank.
Good morning, Al and Vicky and anybody listening to the brew. Yes, I have eaten in a restaurant for Thanksgiving. We used to travel for some racing, and it was on Thanksgiving weekend, so we would end up in some place for a nice Thanksgiving dinner, but it's nothing like home. That's all I can say. But anyhow, everybody have a great day, and I hope everybody's enjoying their Thanksgiving week. I'll say 7-3, send it back to the net, KC2JPQ.
All righty, thank you, Frank. Have a great day, sir. WB1DXN, Daryl in Epsom, New Hampshire. Good morning, Daryl.
Good morning, Vicky and Alan and the rest of the Brew Crew. We're getting on the cool side up here, but not. There's a lot of other people in the Northern Hemisphere starting to get a little chilly anyway. Comment about your audio, though, Alan. I got to turn you up to about an 18 to a 20, and then some others blast my ears out. So I wish, and then watching you on the waveform, you barely ever once in a great while you might have a yellow on the signal. VUA, whatever that VUA, I forget what they call them. Anyway, yes, we had dinner one time at a restaurant because of a disaster. Something happened. The meat and everything was, I don't know, wasn't cooked quite right and ruined it. And so we had I forget if it was my mother-in-law at the time or my future mother-in-law, but then my brother was invited also and my sister-in-law. So it was kind of a fiasco for my in-laws. So and after that, I don't recall any others. Back to net control, 7-3, WB1DXN.
All righty, thank you, Daryl. Appreciate that. And yeah, I did turn up a little bit. And just so you know, yours is all a little on the other side. It's staying right in the red. So yeah, I mean, a lot of times things are up and down in this system. But man, have a great day. And yes, disasters do happen. And I can't help but think, what is that Christmas story? They end up having Peking duck for Christmas. One of my favorite movies. Thank you for checking in. Let's go to Sal, W2SAL in Cheektowaga in the Zoom room. Good morning, Sal.
Morning, Al, Miss Vicky, the rest of the Brew Crew out there, and those in the Zoom room. You can put me down for definite no. Never been to a restaurant for Thanksgiving. With that, I'll send it back to net control. W2SAL clear.
All righty, thank you, Sal. Have a great day. Thanks for checking in this morning. We got KO4QMM, Roger Numatella checking in via text. We got KF8, DJQ, Kevin in Bowling Green, Ohio checking in via text. Got about 9 minutes. Let's start another list. Text or check-ins, anyone, anywhere. Company call signs twice and slowly.
KB3 VPK. KB3 VPK.
For NPA, Kilo Quebec 4, November Papa Alpha.
Whiskey Bravo 4, Delta X-Ray, WB4DX, in and out.
Whiskey Echo 5, Delta India Charlie. Whiskey Echo 5, Delta India Charlie.
Alrighty, well, we have WE5DIC, Michael, Houston, Texas, through the system. Good morning, Michael. Thanks for checking in. We got WB4DX, John in the Villages, Florida. He was in and out. Thanks for checking in. John, have a great day. KQ4NPA, Byron, Huntsville, Alabama. KB3, VPK, Mary in Easton, Pennsylvania. And, of course, we went up to the rest of the list. Question of the day, have you ever eaten Thanksgiving dinner at a restaurant? Let's go to one of our team members here, Roger in Umatilla, Florida, KO4QMM. Good morning, Raj.
Good morning, Al and the Brew Crew. And no, I never have. I always seem to be able to make my mom's nut bread and some ham and mashed potatoes at least. Have it at home. So, haven't yet. Could happen though. And that's it. Got to get back out there in the beautiful sunshine today, do a little more painting, and see everybody tonight on the Tuesday night TechNet, 8 p.m. A good place to answer all your ham radio questions. See you there. KO4QMM, Roger Clear.
Alrighty, thank you, Roger. And if you get a chance, send some of that warmth and sunshine up this way, if you could, please. Let's go to KF8 DJQ Kevin in Bowling Green, Ohio. Good morning, Kevin.
Good morning, Al. Good morning, Vicki. Everybody on the net this morning. Yes, I have had Thanksgiving dinner in a restaurant or two. Yeah, we got plenty of liquid sunshine going here today, so yeah. Come on, Roger. KFA DJQ, back to that.
I know, he needs to do better, right? All right, thanks, Kevin. Let's go to KB3 VPK Mary in Easton, Pennsylvania. Good morning, Mary.
Good morning, Al. At this point, no. Never had dinner on Thanksgiving at a restaurant. Always managed money at the grocery store to get a free turkey, so then I got to cook it. And let me just say again, go ahead, Red Rovers. Rovers, beat P-Burg. That's your favorite part of Thanksgiving, watching our high school football teams play, and then my Cowboys. Back to you, KB3, VPA.
All righty, thank you, Mary, and have a great Thanksgiving if I don't talk to you again. Let's go down to KQ4NPA Byron in Huntsville, Alabama. Good morning, Byron.
No, I have not had Thanksgiving dinner in a restaurant, but years ago we took the kids to the beach a couple of times on Thanksgiving, and we had some very non-traditional Thanksgiving meals. Anyway, hope everyone has a great rest of your week and a happy Thanksgiving. KQ4 NPA, back to net.
I would absolutely do Thanksgiving dinner on a warm, sunny beach. Not even kidding. All right, thanks, Bob. Great day. Let's go to WE5DIC Michael in Houston, Texas. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning. This is WE5DIC here in Houston. I don't think I ever have had Thanksgiving in a restaurant. I've always had the traditional Thanksgiving meal, so for me, I don't know if it would have that same Thanksgiving feel. So I suppose you'd still be thankful in a restaurant, so nothing wrong with that. This is WE5DIC, back to net control.
All righty, thank you, Michael. Have a great day. Thanks for checking in this morning. See, you're new to the system. Don't be a stranger, man. All right, let's go to KJ4LXJ Rex in Crystal River, Florida, checking in via text. Good morning, Rex.
Good morning to you and all the brew crew out there. Yes, I think it was when I was married to my second wife. We were out of town, and we made reservations at a restaurant. It was very good, but the worst part was no leftovers. KJ4LXJ, back to you guys.
All righty, thank you, Rex. Have a great day. All right, got a couple minutes left. Let's take about 2 or 3 more check-ins. Come with your call signs twice and slowly. I'm going to cut you off at about 3, so come now with your call signs twice and slowly.
This is
November 5 United X-Ray
Charlie
Tango N5UXT.
Again.
All right, I got
W2KJB. W2KJB.
All righty, let's hold it up right there. We did get N5UXT, just below New Orleans, Louisiana. We got W2KJB Tony in Homosassa, Florida. And by golly, that other one, I walked all over you. I'm sorry about that. Come back with your call sign twice and slowly.
Kilo Juliet 5 Lima Charlie Oscar. Kilo
all right.
Juliet 5 Lima Charlie Oscar.
All right, we got you. Bowden, Cherokee, Texas. All right, question of the day. To wrap things up, have you ever eaten Thanksgiving dinner in a restaurant? Let's go to N5UXT. Angelo, good morning.
Good morning to everybody on the Blue Crew. This is Angelo, N5UXT in New Orleans. Yes, I had Thanksgiving dinner a long time ago. Probably about 20, 30 years ago. One time in a restaurant. But other than that, haven't had one since. With that said, I hope everybody has a great Thanksgiving. Back to net control.
All right, thank you, Angelo. Have a great day. Enjoy. If I don't talk to you again, have a great Thanksgiving. Let's go to Tony, Homosassa, Florida, one of our facilitators here, W2KJV. Good morning, Tony.
And everyone on the Morning Brew, Tony here in Homosassa. No, I don't ever remember having Thanksgiving dinner in a restaurant. I hope everyone has a great day and a great Thanksgiving. Back to you, W2KJB.
All righty, thank you, Tony. Have a great day. Finally wrapping it up, we got KJ5LCO. So is it Bodie or Bode?
You got it right, sir. Bodie in Cherokee, Texas. Yes, I have had Thanksgiving dinner in a restaurant. I used to work EMS, so a lot of times we would work and end up going to a restaurant to have a meal that day, so we could respond on an emergency call. 7-3 to all. Happy Thanksgiving. Thanks for taking the net. This is KJ5LCO. Clear.
All righty, thank you, Bodie. I appreciate that, sir, and you have a great Thanksgiving. And with that, the little lady inside my head says it's time to put a bow on it, people. This is Al, KBAC, along with Vicky, KABKY, and Scott, W2BLT. We appreciate each and every one of you for checking into the Morning Brew Net. We'll be back tomorrow morning, same bat time, same bat place. Everybody have a great day. We now return the East Coast Reflector to normal amateur radio use. 73, everybody.
K1 Echo X-Ray, AB7IC.
Romeo 4 Hotel India Kilo be monitored.
Try one more time for K1 Echo Echo X-ray AB7IC.
I copy.
X-ray, this is Tom in Tucson, AB7IC. I'll be clear and disconnecting. Thank you.
Morning W4ARM, this is Kilo November 6 Kilo Tango X-ray. Can you hear me?
WA5BK Tiba.
Kilo November 6, Kilo Tango X-ray, W4AM. Hey, how you doing, Alan? Can you hear me?
KM6KTX, W4ARM. I hear you now.
That's great. You want to stay in ECR or go to Simplex? I'm trying out this new radio.
Okay, go over to 5-2. I was just talking to another guy over there, so see you there. W4ARM QSY.